Hello student, we are going to learn about spherical polar coordinate system. Let's say that the object is at point P in 3 coordinate in 3 dimension, which is represented by x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Positive side of x-axis, positive side of y-axis and positive side of z-axis. Let's draw a line from origin to the location of the object, and this straight line has length r. Now this line making an angle theta with z-axis. Okay, and we are drawing another line from point P to the z-axis and it intersecting at right angle on z-axis. So here is the line. That line is intersecting at 90 angle to z-axis. Now this line, this direct line from point P to z-axis has length equal to r sine theta, because this line is opposite to the theta. That's why it has length r sine theta. We are using simple trigonometric formula. And height of the object from xy plane, is given by z coordinate, which is equal to r cos theta. It is r cos theta because it is the adjacent side to the angle theta. Now I am projecting this horizontal line on xy axis here. I am projecting this r sine theta line on xy axis. So it has the projection line has same length r sine theta, and that projection line making an angle phi with positive side of x-axis. This phi is a azimuthal angle. This phi is a azimuthal angle, and this theta is a polar angle. This theta is called as a polar angle. Okay. Now we can represent the position of the object which is at point P by using 3 coordinates. One is the r, which is direct length from the origin. Another is a theta, which is a polar angle, and third one is a phi, which is azimuthal angle. So 3 coordinates are enough to represent object in 3D space. Generally, curvilinear coordinates are represented in three ways: u, v and w. Generally, curvilinear coordinates are represented by u, v and w. Here u is equal to r, v is equal to theta and w is equal to phi. Okay. Now we are interested to find relation between Cartesian xyz coordinate with r theta and phi. I have already explained you that z is equal to, which is the height of the object from xy floor, which is represented by z-axis, z coordinate. Z is equal to r cos theta. And now I want to find what is the value of x. Now x-axis or x coordinate is at the adjacent side of phi. So it has length, x has length hypotenuse, which is r sine theta, into cos phi, Again, why have I written cos phi? Because x-axis is at the adjacent side of the phi. So x is equal to r sine theta cos phi. Now y-axis, y coordinate, this one, y coordinate, over here. Y coordinate is opposite to angle phi. That's why it is equal to r sine theta hypotenuse length into sine phi. So y is equal to this one. This length is equal to y coordinate, this one. So y is equal to r sine theta sine phi. So by this way we got a relation between Cartesian coordinate and polar coordinate, spherical polar coordinate. Z is equal to r cos theta, x is equal to r sine theta cos phi, y is equal to r sine theta sine phi. Okay. Now we want to find unit vector of theta, r and phi. Unit vector of r is r cap, unit vector of phi is phi cap, and unit vector of theta is theta cap. So we can find unit vector of r, theta and phi cap by a simple formula. Unit vector of r, theta and phi cap represent the direction of change of r, theta and phi. We can find it by general formula. General formula for unit vector is vector E cap is differentiation of position vector or radial vector with respect to E divided by magnitude of same derivation, where r is the position vector. R is given by x cap, y cap plus z cap. X is y, z are coordinates, and x cap, y cap, z cap are unit vector of axis x, y and z. Now we need to put this thing over in this formula. So dr by de. In our case, if we want to find r cap, if we want to find r cap, so we have to do derivation of dr by d smaller divided by magnitude of same derivation, divided by dr. Okay. Now let's find the value of r cap is equal to dr by dr and magnitude of same derivation, where r is equal to x cap plus y cap plus z cap. We know the value of x is equal to r sine theta cos phi. So we are going to put it over here. X is equal to r sine theta cos phi into x cap. Y is equal to r sine theta sine phi y cap plus z is equal to r cos theta z cap. So d capital R with respect to dr is equal to derivation of this term r sine theta cos phi x cap plus r sine theta sine phi y cap plus r cos theta z cap. Okay, this one. Now here we are doing derivative with respect to r. That means variable is r. So if there are anything else other than r, we can put it outside of the derivation. Here sin theta and cos phi, x cap is also constant. We can put it outside of the derivation. So x cap into r sin theta cos phi into this, we have to put in derivation, dr divided by dr. Okay, same way, same for next term, y cap r sin theta sin phi. We have to take derivation of this dr by dr. And for third term also, z cap cos theta dr by dr. Now dr by dr is equal to 1, is equal to 1. That's why this derivation will look like is, to erase it, this derivation is look like sin theta cos phi plus y cap sin theta sin phi plus z cap cos theta, z cap cos theta. This is the value of this derivation, dr, d capital R by d small r. Now we have got numerator part. Now what is about the denominator? Denominator is nothing but the magnitude of this derivation. So how to find magnitude? We can find magnitude dr by dr by taking in root the square of first term plus square of second term plus square of third term. So in root square of first term sin theta cos phi square plus sin theta sin phi square plus cos square theta. Now here in this equation, sin square theta is over here also and over here also. So we can take it outside. So sin square theta, what is remaining? Cos square phi plus sin square phi, cos square phi plus sin square phi. Okay, and this third one, cos square theta. Now you know that sin square phi plus cos square phi is equal to 1. So it will look like in root sin square theta plus cos square theta. Now sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So it will look like this one, a equal to root 1. So equal to root 1 is equal to 1. So we got value of numerator also and denominator. So we need to put this value in this formula. We need to put this value in this formula. So now r cap over here, r cap is equal to what now? Numerator is this one, x cap sin theta cos phi plus y cap sin theta sin phi plus z cap cos theta. Okay, divide by its magnitude, which is equal to 1. So this is a value of r cap. This is a unit vector of radial unit vector in spherical polar coordinate. Now let's find the value of theta cap by same way. Let's find the value of theta cap by same way. Theta cap is equal to dr differentiation of position vector with respect to theta divided by magnitude of the same derivation. So dr by d theta is equal to derivation of r sin theta cos phi s cap square plus r sin theta sin phi y cap plus r cos theta z cap divided by d theta. Now here variable quantity is theta, so we need to do differentiation of sin theta only in first term. In second also need to do sin theta derivation, and in third term also only cos theta derivation. Rest of the terms are constant, so it will come out of the derivation. So it will x cap is constant, r sin cos phi into derivation of sin theta is equal to cos phi plus second term y cap r sin phi by derivation of sin theta is equal to cos phi plus z cap r derivation of cos theta equal to minus sin theta. Now this is the numerator. We got what? Numerator. What about the denominator? Denominator is equal to that is magnitude is equal to in root square of the first term, and we don't need to take x cap over here. Square of the first term, which is the r square sin square r square cos square phi cos square theta plus r square sin square phi cos square theta plus r square, and minus sin theta square is equal to plus sin square theta. So in this equation, cos square theta and r square is common in first and second term. So we're going to put it outside of the bracket. We're going to take it as a common. Cos square theta. What will stay in bracket? Cos square phi plus sin square phi plus this third term sin r square sin square theta. Now here in this equation, this is equal to 1, and then what will happen? Here r square is common over here, r square is common over here, and this is equal to 1. So we can write it as a cos square theta plus sin square theta. Now again cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. So it will look like in root r square, which is equal to r. Now this is the what? Denominator. This is the what? Denominator. And numerator is this one. Numerator is this one. So theta cap is equal to, numerator is this one, x cap r cos phi cos theta plus y cap r sin phi cos theta minus z cap r sin theta. I have taken minus sign out of the bracket. Divide by, this is the denominator, and what is divided by, this is the numerator divided by denominator. Denominator is equal to r. So r will get cancelled from numerator and denominator, from here also, and from here also. So theta cap, final equation of theta cap is look like x cap cos phi cos theta plus y cap sin phi cos theta minus z cap sin theta. This is the value of theta. This is the value of unit vector theta cap, which is the a cap cos phi cos theta plus y cap sin phi cos theta minus z cap sin theta. Now find the value of of phi cap. Phi cap is equal to derivation of position with respect to phi divided by magnitude of the same derivative. So dr by d phi is equal to d by d phi. I am putting the value of r, position vector r, which is equal to sin theta cos phi x cap plus r sin theta sin phi y cap plus r cos theta z cap divided by d phi. So phi is the variable, so we are going to do derivation of cos phi in first term, derivation of sin phi in first term, second term, and third term there is a no phi, so this whole term is constant. The derivation of constant is equal to 0. Here in first term, s cap sin theta, derivation of cos phi is equal to minus sin theta plus y cap r sin theta, derivation of sin theta is equal to cos phi. This is a what? Numerator. And what about denominator? Denominator, we can find denominator, which is the magnitude of d with dr by d phi is equal to in root square of the first term, which is r square sin square theta and sin square phi. This is a negative, negative will change into positive, plus r square sin square theta cos square phi. Now you can see r square sin square theta is common, so we can put it outside. R square sin square theta in bracket sin square phi plus cos square phi will stay, and which is equal to 1, and that's why what is remaining is r sin theta. R sin theta, it is in square root and it is square also, so we are removing square root and square, so it will look like r sin theta. So this is a now denominator, this is a denominator term. We are going to put it in this equation. So phi cap is equal to numerator is what? This one is numerator, this one is numerator, x cap r sin theta minus sin phi plus this one y cap r sin theta cos phi plus 0, so you don't need to write, and divide by this one r sin theta. Now I can cancel r sin theta from denominator and numerator over here and over here. So what will remaining is x cap minus sin phi plus y cap cos phi, which is equal to phi cap. This is the value of phi cap. That's it. Thank you.